Hello everybody, thank you for watching. This is part 2 of my weekly question and answer video. If you missed part 1, please go back and watch it. Anybody that wants to support me, please subscribe to my channel. Please vote on this video. Please put this in a playlist. Please share this with somebody else, okay? It's huge. Sharing is caring. Please share. Let's just get started right away with the first question in part 2. Before I run out of time. I took last week off, so there's quite a few questions. Hey David. David from Canada. I guess that's a place. Canada with a K. Hi David. Watched Why You Are Never Good Enough to the Narcissist the other day. That was a video of mine, and it got me thinking. I have a question now for you about internal versus external. Let's see if I'm starting to understand the difference. Okay. Last summer was on a trip with the ex and her son. He was 10 years old. One morning, as I was packing up the car, her son came to me looking very sad, his normal look, and asked if I wanted a hug. I looked at him and said, "No, I'm good." I then tossed a few things in the car. When I went back inside, he was looking sadder than normal. So I said to him, "Do you want a hug?" Cute. And he quickly said, "Yes." So we hugged. Love it. I said to him, "If you need a hug, do not ask if I want one, as that seems very manipulative. Instead, ask for what you want." Would that be an example of the difference between supplying your needs extremely externally versus internally? To me, it seemed like he wanted a hug but did not want to ask me for it. Instead, he wanted to appear like he was doing it for my benefit. That is one of the most perfect examples of internal and externally meeting your needs. That is just beautiful. Thank you so much for this. It really is, and it's cute. I love seeing men be vulnerable. I love seeing men being sweet and caring, especially towards children. It's great. So, and that child was lucky to have you momentarily in his life. It's just perfect. It's perfect. So, we meet our needs internally. That means by ourselves, on our own. And not necessarily, that might be misquoting, by ourselves, on our own. We do it ourselves. Okay, and we need our emotional needs met with people in relationships, but we've got to make sure we do it. We are responsible for it. And so I could externally try to meet my needs by manipulating somebody else. And one of the best examples I have is I want emotional security from my wife. This would be the wrong external way to do it. I want emotional security from my wife. And so instead of just asking for it, "Honey, can you tell me you love me? Honey, can you reassure me? Honey, can you stay home tonight with me?" I would triangulate and bring another woman up, mention another woman's name, maybe from my past, or somebody that she knows likes me that way, that wants to date me. And so I'd mention this girl's name, and maybe I'm gonna go out with her, or say she called again, and watch my wife get all jealous, right, that she's going to lose me. And that gives me some sort of security, makes me realize she's not going to leave me, she loves me. That is external, that is wrong, and therefore that does not last. So I would need her to do that all the time. But just like the little boy wanted a hug and asked, "Do you want a hug?" We meet our emotional needs by communicating and being vulnerable. Allowing yourself to be hurt is how we grow, and it's how our relationship grows. I hope that makes sense. This is so perfect, and you helped him understand that. And did you see, the child is already learning to be safe, isn't he? His mom's abusive and sick, and so he doesn't tell her how he feels. He doesn't ask for things anymore because she's maybe been mean to him, and he's afraid of getting hurt, and he doesn't believe he's worthy enough anymore to ask for things. A lot of this is low self-worth, shame. So he offers, "Do you want a hug?" And then when you say no, he believes, "I'm not getting hurt then," right? See that? But him asking, "Can I have a hug?" is him asking for what he needs, what he wants, and he's being vulnerable, communicating vulnerably. It's perfect. Just perfect example. Thank you so much for this, David. Really appreciate it. Love it. Next question is from me. Not from me. Me. Person's name is me. I hate this, and I wish we knew where you live, me. Please tell us your locations, everyone. I hate this. I cannot stay away. I know I'm nothing to him, but I'm constantly manipulated to think he cares. I walked away, and here I am texting him to get a glimpse of hope. I don't know how to completely walk away. I feel so connected to him, but, oh, you know. Damn, I would love to have talk therapy, but who the hell wants to do telehealth? The world is not helping anyone with mental health right now. I'm so tired. I'm very sorry how you feel, me. I really am. It must be awful for you. Anything you can't do alone, ask for help. Real clear. Anything you can't do by yourself and alone, ask for help from somebody. And you mentioned nobody who wants to do telehealth. Somebody who wants to save their life, and somebody who believes their life is worth it. That's your self-worth talking. Okay? You are worth help. Telehealth, I don't care if it's on a phone, if that's all you can do right now during the virus or pandemic. 99% of my clients are either by video or phone. Very rare do I meet people in person. I'm not against it, but I don't advertise my work in the town I live in. It's all here on YouTube. So I get people from all over the world, and I have great success with them. So it works. Don't excuse not getting help. Don't convince yourself and other people that you're not worthy of it. You are. You're worth whatever help you need. You're worth anything you do for yourself. You're worthy of that. I'm sorry if your self-worth believes that you're not. If you're not worthy of it, it's not worth it. I'm sorry. Ask for help, okay? This is an addiction, pure addiction. Treat yourself like an addict if you want to help this problem. You need support, okay? You need support. You need people in your life. And there's no better support than the support you pay for, okay? Friends are totally supportive, family totally supportive, but they also don't know how to help you. They don't know how to help you, and they have a life and things to do. You pay for somebody that knows how to help you and is there for you, okay? I'm awfully sorry. I really am. Please, don't try to do this alone. Craig, don't know where you're from. Please tell us your locations. The smear campaigns I've been experiencing doesn't represent me. Just the narc or borderline wants me to feel like they do. That is awesome. That is awesome. You can tell how people feel about themselves when you watch them and how they treat other people, especially close to them. If you think of it as proximity, the closer somebody gets to you, the more you'll feel about them the way you feel about yourself. Okay? Especially a narcissist who objectifies you and believes they own you, you become a part of them. And when they start hating you, it's because they hate themselves. That's the narcissist. You aren't even, a human. You aren't even a person. You're nothing. The narcissist stares at his own reflection in the pond, right? That means that's his whole world. That's all he sees. He doesn't see anybody else, only himself. You're just in it. You're just, pawns and objects in his life. Okay? And he doesn't know you, so he doesn't hate you yet. And then as he gets to know you, he hates you. As you become closer to him, you become a part of him. These are enmeshment, codependent relationships. So the closer people become to them, the more they hate you, because they hate themselves. So you can watch, and they say, women, right? You know this. You want to see if a man's good, watch how he treats his mother. Do you see that? Mother's the closest person to him. And if he hates himself, he will treat his mother poorly. Okay? Interesting. Like it though. Next question from nerozero. And I think your name's Michelle, but please tell us where you are from. Please tell us your locations. Locations. Do people who falsely accuse you of things and get you charged regret their actions later on? Or are they completely devoid of empathy and want to see you suffer? Well, I can't speak for everybody. Some do, some don't. And I know that. I know that for a fact. I know that some people that do that don't care at all. And I know that some people that do that start to care and then say, nope, don't. And I know that some people do that and they do feel bad. I've seen it. I don't know how else to answer that one, okay? This is impulsivity at its finest. Black and white thinking, you're good and now you're bad. Oh, you did something wrong to me, so screw you, I'm going to ruin your life. I mean, it's just nasty, borderline narcissist or borderline histrionic crap. Those would be the people more, if we talk personality disorders, borderlines would be more likely to regret it. Narcissists, not at all. And sociopaths, never. That's their main objective. How's that? Thank you. And kmfromaz, hello, from Arizona. Hi, David. Thank you for answering my question. I appreciate the pre-recorded videos. I receive more information when all questions get addressed, such as this week's Q&A regarding if we have been abused, neglected long enough in childhood, we take over and abuse, neglect ourselves. That's right. I just talked about this with my therapist last week, who offered me his prescription pad. And yet it was you who understood and explained what I was trying to express and offered insight. It wasn't my question, but another viewer's question, so thank you both. And congrats, David. You made it happen. I hope your move is everything you imagined it to be. Stay safe. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I get the question often, why don't you do this live? And I do live videos with Nova now, starting to every week. You guys will see a live video with Nova Thursday, I believe, during the day. So look forward to that, and that's live. And you guys can go on Nova Gibson's Facebook page to watch it live and ask us questions live. Her Facebook page is called Brighter Outlook Counseling Service. And that video, well, I hope I'm right. She's in Australia. So I got to get up. I believe the video starts at 4 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. If anyone's that in America that excited to go see it, or that wants to see it. And I think her time in Brisbane, Australia airs 8:30 p.m. And I think that's 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Anyways, I don't do them live because they're just so much more difficult. So much more difficult. Everyone's questions get skipped. You get people on there that are being a-holes. You get I'm so harassed by people that will happen. But this is so much more effective. In an hour, I can answer 3-4 times many questions, and people don't get skipped and stuff. Okay, so that's why I do it. But live videos with Nova. And thank you again, KM. Next question is from Miranda. Miranda, please tell us where you are from next time. Tell us your locations, everybody. What is your opinion on the emotional health of someone who was only in a 3-month relationship with a narcissist? So, Miranda, I think you're asking, kind of like, are you healthier if it's only been 3 months? And are you unhealthier if it's been 3 years? Stuff like that. And I think that's what you're asking, but tell me if I'm wrong and ask me more questions about this. But here's what I wrote. I said, hi, Miranda, try to not compare yourself with other people. Let's say you didn't think your life was worth more than a sick person, but you must have believed your life is worth more than 4 months with a narcissist. right? So it's about our self-worth, a measure of our self-worth. All this stuff is. You know, we date toxic people because we don't believe our life is worth more than that. We see red flags and we excuse them because our life isn't more important. Okay? You finally left at 3 months because you believed your life was worth more. And then it starts to go up, right? But we don't compare ourselves. If that's what you're asking, we don't compare ourselves. There's just so many different factors that play in, you know, so many. And, you know, you take someone who's being verbally abused to someone who's being physically abused. You know, the person that stays with the physical abuser isn't as long, is only 3 months. The person staying with the verbal abuser is 6 months. So who's healthier? I mean, you just can't, you know what I mean? You can't do that. And when you compare yourself, it's just low self-esteem. That's what causes low self-esteem. For those of you who do not know that, we don't compare ourselves, and you keep reminding yourselves that we're all equal. Okay? Thank you for asking. Please ask more. And if that wasn't your question, please ask me again. And all of you, if I misunderstand your question, please ask me again. And if I miss it, please ask me again. Okay? And if you don't understand me, ask me again. Okay? Thanks. All right. Next question. We got time. It's from Bella Pants. Bella Plants. Sorry. And I'd love to know where you're from. Your location. Please tell us your locations, guys. I don't know what else to do for that. On every video in the comment section, I say, please tell us your locations, and I ask for it all the time. I don't know what else to do. I believe narcissists are conscious of what they're doing. I don't believe it's unintentional or unconscious. And telling survivors this, who are usually compassionate people, can keep them in this cycle or possibly go back to the abuser. And I resent your answer because you're accusing me of forcing people to go back to their abuser. And I'm not. It doesn't matter what I say. People have free choice. It's your choice. If you go back to an abuser, that has nothing to do with me. All right? It doesn't matter what my opinion is. Okay? Second of all, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And I'm going to tell people the truth. Okay? More than anything, Bella Plants, more than anything, we're all here because we've been lied, tricked, manipulated. We need the truth. The truth is what heals us, and I'm going to tell the truth. And the truth is, anybody who has a personality disorder lacks awareness. All 10 personality disorders all lack awareness. Okay? What does a narcissist do? Tell you it's their fault. Your fault. They say it's your fault, your fault, your fault. They'll go do something and say it's your fault. It lacks awareness. It's real simple to get you to understand, and everybody else. It's this simple. If you can just admit that you've hurt someone in your life before, because I don't know any human being that hasn't, that's an adult, right? Even children, but adults, all adults have hurt somebody's feelings before, okay? And most likely, you weren't aware you were doing it. So if you're not aware, can't you see that a narcissist or a borderline isn't? And I'm not sitting here saying that narcissists and borderlines don't sit there and plan, well, I'm going to go hurt this person because they hurt me, so I'm going to hurt them back. I get that. But they aren't aware of their actions totally. They aren't. Nobody's totally aware of anything. Of everything. There's no human being that's aware of every single thing they're doing. Okay? There's people in Tibet trying to be that aware. And it doesn't matter if they reach full awareness by the end of the day. In the morning, it starts all over. Because we just aren't very aware animals. Okay? And when you have people that are personality disordered, they're less aware than you. Period. Period. Okay? So I'm not getting people to go back to their abuser. I'm simply telling people the truth. And when you talk about lacking empathy, what is that? What is that? It's not that you don't care. That's wrong. That's wrong. Empathy isn't that you don't care. Empathy is simply, I know how you feel. And they don't. They don't. They don't. You can sit there and you ever try to get a narcissist to understand how you feel? And they're just like, I don't get it. They lack awareness. Empathy is awareness of how you feel. Okay? And they somewhat know and they somewhat don't. Where? How much are they aware? How little are they aware? They lack awareness, period. They aren't even aware enough to even know that it's their problem. All the problems that you're having in your relationship with them for 10 years, horrific problems, they aren't even aware it's totally their fault. There's so much going on, so much psychology behind this, but I don't like being accused of people doing, being the reason other people I don't know are doing things. We all have free will here, okay? If you don't like my advice, don't watch it. But people with personality disorders lack awareness. So for you to sit there and say they're totally aware, that's asinine. To think that people with personality disorders are totally aware of everything they're doing. They're totally aware of how you feel. No, they're not. No one is. No one is that aware. So why would they be? Doesn't make sense. But thanks anyways. Next question. I'm going to stop part 2 here. And we're going to go to part 3 next. Please support me. Subscribe to the channel. Vote. Comment. Tell us your locations. Love yourself first, and I'll see you in part 3. Thanks, guys. Bye.